On with the show, 11:53 a.m., about 10 minutes or so to 12 o'clock p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. It's the 18th and it's the month of September in 2012, so we're moving right along as scheduled. So today we're going to go ahead, if you will, if you're interested, and have a brief discussion about something that most people do find to be of importance, and that's money. In particular, dollars, a dollar. And I'm going to keep it simple and brief because it's been an exploration for about a few years, just getting down to the bottom line core fundamentals and reasoning behind this thing called money, a dollar. So I got one as an example. Just call this a sample dollar. It's a new crispy one. Still got the smell on it. Says Series 2009. It's got Timothy Geithner's signature on it. So it means it's a recent Obama administration dollar. And it's from the Bank of San Francisco. So it means it stays local. Hasn't really had a chance to go out of town and touch hands with other people that stay local here on the West Coast. So I want to keep it brief because I really do think it's about time that I maybe offer a book or a series of essays on the actual subject. I mean, I speak about it quite frequently because it's of interest. But now I think it's as good as time as any because that's all we seem to hear and talk about, at least for me. If I turn this internet off, I can turn on the TV. We're talking about the economy, subjects with the economy, well, you name it. Employment, unemployment, underemployment, involving these. Uh, Healthcare, cost, these. Um, Mortgage, housing prices, value, talking about these. What else we got? Retirement, 401k, IRA, it's talking about these. Stock market, prices for gas, food, shelter, you name it. Walk outside and somewhere along the lines it's going to be a talk about these. Um, and just basically you can get pretty much into an in-depth discussion about these, but I just want to have something up that's kind of grassroots for people who wanted to just stop and take a look at what these actually represent. Once again, all of this is just off the top of the head, so we'll do our best to keep it under, let's say, 7 minutes. Give ourselves a timeline, so 7 minutes maximum. So about these, but more importantly, it's the thing behind these that I wanted to discuss, and that's value. It says value of a dollar. And now that's a debate because we have what's going on with the deficit, which is about these, uh, inflation, which is about these, but it's primarily now about the value of these. Value, that's that word, and we hear it singularly or plural. Political speeches, speeches on morality, so on and so forth is value or values. We have to stay true to our values. Value, value, value. So I think that's the most important factor of it. And lo and behold, now we have this honey boo boo. And I look at the picture and I say, well, do I really want to post this up here? Because I, like you, I'm just watching it on the screen, probably from a different perspective, getting a different perception of it, what it could mean, but it's reality. So we can call it TV and look at it from each of our different perspectives, positive and negative. Hard to say what it represents, but that's what she's saying. The value for a dollar is in regards to the ability to make her holler. And she is a 6-year-old child. And we're talking about the new economy, and that's not my invention. I wouldn't necessarily see that as something viable to show people, but you can't be mad at the seller if the buyer's buying. That's the rules of the game. So I just want to put that up there just to kind of tweak people's interest and get a perspective of what she's really saying. Chances are she's earning a more than average income, probably sits a little bit higher up in the upper middle class, maybe even the upper class. That's what we're dealing with. Class system determined by the income of one of these. And it's just one of these. This ain't a floss video. One of these, 100 of these, 1,000 of these, 1 billion trillion of these. I just want to look at the value of these and primarily open up a discussion and an exploration into how these apply to what's going on the internet, and how the internet coincides with these, because you see a lot of people, hear about a lot of companies earning quite a bit of these in regards to these or phones over there. This is an example. This is the dumb phone, smartphones over there, but words and pictures on these screens, there's some words and pictures on these pieces of paper, and both of them represent value. So once again, it was just an exploration. Looks like we've extended a little bit over the time limit, so let me just open it up for the discussion for those who are interested in a grassroots, homemade black eyed peas and cornbread discussion about these, because subject matter of just about everything, or quite a few things that we're dealing with, have to do with some of these. So like Honey Boo Boo says, in order for her to holler, $1. Just opening up the discussion though, and stay tuned for further exploration. Alright, deuces.